Okay, good evening, everyone, to the Cosmic Starseed Academy. Today's date is the 7th of June 2025, and it is 7:24 here in Ireland, 7:24 p.m. here in Ireland. A few updates for everyone. I've joined some new groups that on a Wednesday and a Friday. So if you want to check out my YouTube, they're on there. One is called the Rose something, and the other is called the Crystal Nova Project. And also, I wanted to share some events with you. Of course, the weekly groups, Saturday and Sunday, both at 7 p.m. Irish time. And this is the Saturday group. I do have some events coming up. I have an event in July in Florida, where I'm one of the speakers at the Disclosure Now conference between the 15th and the 18th of July in Florida. So if you'd like to come along to that, if you're in the area in Florida, I have a discount code on my website, which is, I've put it up live now, so that's available. And then in August, I have a co-hosted event with Julia Ankerhaven, who's here this evening. So I will put that up onto my website during the week as soon as possible, which is somaara.love. In September, Christy Clark and myself are planning to have two events within the same day. So there'll be a sky watch in the evening in Ireland, in Dublin. And then in the daytime, we'll be doing a channeling. And Christy channels Ranturus. Christy, would you like to say anything or add anything about that?
Yeah, the event itself sounds interesting, Soma. I do some sky watching myself. I think I might have put up some videos on one of your groups of craft that are coming in from other dimensions, um, allowing me to record them. So it's not an accident, or I don't just accidentally catch the image. They allow it to happen. So I've been doing that now for a few years. And yeah, once you get good weather and you set the intention, they will come forward. And yes, so that's something to look forward to, pending weather and location. But as I suggested to Soma, it might be a good idea to close everything in on the one day, maybe outdoors. If you got a nice day, you could arrange to have some channeling, and then as the evening closes, you could hopefully call uh, the Galactics in to entertain us.
And also, Dennis Mulcahy will be joining us, and no doubt he is still in the planning process. So,
Mm.
sorry, something popped up there on my screen. So Dennis Mulcahy will be joining us as well, and he will also be a co-host and either be doing a talk or a channeling. Um, so yeah, and so that will be in September in Dublin. We're looking at Malahide at the moment. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to this year's quite been very busy for me. Um, my mum always used to say, no rest for the wicked. So yeah. And Julia, I'm sorry, did you want to say anything about the event we're having in August in Carrigaline?
We still need to have our meeting to really plan it out, but I know it's going to be an amazing event where we're going to be channeling in, anchoring in a lot of Atlantean crystalline energies and going into the Akashic records, channeling from the Ashtar command. So I'm going to be bringing dragon crystal skulls to open up my dragon healing portal, that kind of thing. So hopefully it's going to be a really transformational event. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. Okay, I guess we should make a start. It feels strange not to have Dennis here to do the prayers.
Would you like me to do the prayers, Soma?
No, but thank you.
That's okay.
Thank you. Okay, so let's make a start. Let us begin with a meditation. So if you place your feet on the floor, where else would they be? I'm sorry, I'm giddy tonight. So if you'd like to place your feet on the floor, hands in your lap, back as comfortably straight as you can be. Breathe in through your nose, down to your belly, and release out through your mouth. And do that 2 or 3 more times. And visualize a beam of white light coming down from above. It can be hundreds of feet, thousands of feet, or much closer. And this beam of light runs through the whole of your body, down to the earth. You can feel your feet on the earth. Visualize a bubble of white light, or golden, or another color may come to you. We are never far from you, any of you. Some of you are just in the habit of speaking to us. Christ consciousness is returning to your planet. It is evident for those that are able to see it. is interesting. How well and fast you are evolving. It brings such joy and upliftment to us to witness humanity evolving so rapidly, especially those starseeds of you who are engaging this energy and moving it along rapidly. Some of the things we'd like to go over this evening are the dragon beings. We shared recently, within the last few months, that dragons were very real on your planet. And that Jesus had a dragon, which sounds, we understand how this may sound to some people, how crazy it sounds to some people. However, there are now remains, skeletal remains, being found of dragons. Who, thank you, who were actually sometimes classified as dinosaurs and hidden in plain sight. It is an understatement for us to say that your history is a lie. There are many things on your planet that are coming to surface. Increasingly over the last few years, we have made predictions of things that would happen, such as the landing in Florida, such as the Hurricane Helena, such as the recent discovery in Egypt, including the recent discovery of dragon skeletal remains. We do understand how crazy that sounds, because you have been taught the very opposite. And those two extremes are such a gap within them, a gap of energy, a gap of awareness, a gap of consciousness is vast for these people over here and these people over here who are both speaking a different energetic frequency language, a different understanding, a different perception, a different perspective, a different viewpoint, a different understanding, a different awareness, a different frequency, a different vibration. And yet here we are with these discoveries being made, and there are many more to come. We always said that the 6th month of this year would be extremely important, and there are events to unfold. Still, we are only on the 7th of June, and yet there have been movements forward, particularly in, a few countries we could name are America, Russia, Ukraine, the UK, even Ireland to come. Perhaps. So we will pause there and invite Christy to if he wants to channel Venturis.
Yes, I will. I will channel in a few minutes. I just need to log off and log back in then. That's okay. Thank you.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. I would like to give a shout out again to the Disclosure Now conference in July from this year, 2025, from the 15th to the 18th of July. I will be one of the speakers there. And if you would like a discount for that in Florida, it is on my website, somaara.love. And Brian, would you like to, Brian Seng, who's the organizer with his team, is here this evening. So Brian, would you like to say some?
Yeah, I loved it, Soma. Yeah, I'm the executive producer of the Full Disclosure Now conference series. This is our second. We had the first last year. Again, it was in July in Florida at St. Pete Beach, the lovely Solana Beach Resort. And this year, Soma will be channeling our Pleiadian friends to bring their messages through. We'll also have Christopher Jacobs and Joanna Michaels doing a live channeling to bring Sasquatch, the forest people, want to come through. And what's special or different about our event is that we are on a mission to bring about our Star Trek future through full disclosure, which means we are not doing any limited gatekeeping. We're not, trying to choose who's popular and who's not. We're bringing together people who have the best, brightest, most cogent testimonies to share with the population so that we can bring truth. And in bringing truth and in not living a lie anymore, we raise the frequency spiritually of humanity. So it's a spiritual ascension component as well as a disclosure component. We're going to have 35 plus presenters there over 4 days and nights on 2 stages, presentations, panels, workshops, live music. Adam Apollo will be DJing our costume party, costume contest night on Thursday night. We're doing it on a Thursday night because people are generally so exhausted by Friday night, the last night. And also people are also saving their energy for our sister event, Day of Being 5.0. It's actually really should be called Weekend of Being now, because it's that Saturday and Sunday, the 19th and 20th, end capping the July 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, leading up to the Day of Being weekend, which is at a very close by beach, Indian Shores. It's famous for being, it's called Indian Shores because the local natives blessed that beach so that it would never get slammed by all the hurricanes that region is so prone to. And to this day, it's always been like a safe harbor against these hurricanes like Helene and then Milton, most recently. What's a couple wonderful things about the event. I just got back from Contact in the Desert, which is wonderful, at the Renaissance Esmeralda in Desert, Indian Wells, Southern California. But you walk out of the beautiful resort center and you're on golf courses, which is great if you want to play golf. With our conference, St. Pete Beach, a lot of people say it's Florida, it's July, it's hot. Well, yeah, you're at a very well air conditioned, resort center with conference rooms and everything. And then when you walk out, you're literally walking out onto the beach, and if you want, right into the water. And that is so amazing. And some of my favorite times from last year, and I'm looking forward to this year, not just the presentations and all of that, obviously hanging out with everyone, especially the special event dinners. My favorite's doing the comedy night costume dinner, or at least I'm in a funny costume. And also the times hanging out on the beach and the beach patio by the fire pits together at night, looking up, and people are seeing craft, and it's really amazing. So all that is to be found at full movement.org, all one word. And on the website, they'll have instructions on how to get your passes. Please use Soma Aura's discount for 17%. She'll have that posted in the links. She also will get 17% of all ticket proceeds sold using her discount code. And we'll have a live stream and recording for those of you who can't make it, but hopefully you can join us. And there's also information on how to book your discounted room stays at the Serrata Beach Resort, so that you can just make the most of the conference and be with us as long as you can while you're there.
And it's a really beautiful resort as well.
Yes, and they just got bought up by Hilton Properties. And so they're actually getting renovations, and the pricing that we locked in with the group rate discount is from before they got bought, and the pricing will only go up contractually. For us, we're contracted in for the lower pricing group rate. Each room has 2 queen size beds, so a lot of people they can buddy up. We have a Telegram conference group for the 2025 Full Disclosure Now conference on Telegram, and you get one roommate, you just cut your stay in half. You can even opt in, pay a little bit more. They'll give a rollaway bed. Now you got the 3 of you. You're cutting your stay 3 ways pretty much. At a nice resort at an international conference. We're the largest ET UFO disclosure paranormal conference on the East Coast this year. It's basically Contact in the Desert and then us. Contact in the Desert is in their 12th year. We're in our 2nd. And people, they remark to me and the other people on our team and our presenters about how much they love our conference, at least from last year, because even at Contact in the Desert, all the wonderful and lovely people there, and some greats in ufology and in the field of disclosure. When you speak to them about secret space programs, breakaway civilizations, the Montauk Project, and time travel, even some of them will roll their eyes at you. And so my conference, we're the conference where we embrace all of that. I think that's some of the most important material that is not being talked about. And so, you're a big part of that, Soma, as a direct ET contactee in real time.
Thank you, Brian. It is really a privilege to be at the event, and I'm very much looking forward to it. And also Joshua Shapiro, who's actually a very big part of my channeling the Pleiadians, as some of you will know. Very big part. If it had not, he sent me an email originally back in 2009, I think it was, saying, hi, we should work together and blah, blah, blah. And initially I had wrongly thought that he, this crazy guy was emailing me from out of nowhere. I didn't know who he was. I hadn't heard of him. And then I began to consciously channel the Pleiadians, and my story unfolded for me over the next couple of years during the shamanic training, where I began to have memories of having of channeling them as a child. So, but Joshua is a huge part of my story. I have so much reverence for him, and he's going to be at the conference along with Laura Eisenhower and Brad Olson and many others.
Joshua will be the host or lead of the panel on crystal skulls and ancient ET artifacts. And then he's also going to do his own workshop as well.
Fantastic. Yeah. And am I right in saying that I will be doing readings there for people? Is that right, Brian?
If you like, we have a table space for you so that you can do one-on-one in-person readings for people. Absolutely.
Fantastic. Yeah, so looking forward to that. It's funny because since when was it? 2019, 2020? The Pleiadians have been and Ashtar in particular have been saying to me, Florida is on the cards, Florida's on the cards, Florida's on the cards. And
And
then
I didn't envision this, the conference series. I only envisioned it in 2023 for 2024. Barely ended 2023. So they're saying Florida's in the cards in 2019 or 2020 to you. And that was when that was when Day of Being started to kick in. With Zach and Sue Fisher. And Zach is really his testimony, but he's shared this with me, and I think it would be okay with me sharing this.
yeah, absolutely.
Got a voice very clearly in his head around back in like 2018 or 19 or 20, I think. I'll have to confirm with him, saying, "Congratulations, you've been welcomed to the Galactic, you've been accepted to the Galactic Federation." And he's like, "What the fuck? Like, where's that coming from? Where's this voice? What, the Galactic what?" And so here we are now, and he's obviously found out a lot more about this, and I know there are a lot of groups claiming the Galactic Federation exists and councils that. But the positive galactics, whoever they are up there, those are the ones we're talking about.
Yeah. Those guys. Blossom has recently started calling them the Blossom Goodchild has really recently started calling them the Banana Federation of Light, which I think is hilarious. But anyway, Christy, are you ready? So Christy Clark is going to be, when he's ready, is going to be channeling Renturus. And yeah, it's just, I can't wait for it. It's and yeah.
One question. So there's a group, they sent a video and I sent it to you in your group about Blu-ray starseeds. Are we one of them? Thanks.
Okay, Amara, so if you email me that question, I will cover that maybe in a different, unless Venturus might want to answer that. But if
Okay,
he doesn't, you can email me, and I've even forgotten what the question was, so just email me.
And
about Blu-ray. All right, not a problem. Thanks, love.
Mayor, I put in the chat the Ascension glossary. You might want to look that up. They talk about the blue rays, the different rays, the violet
Yeah.
rays. That may help you.
Yeah, can you send it in the chat? Thank you so much, buddy.
About the Ascension glossary. Just do a Google search for it, and you'll find it. By Lisa Renee. She's really good. And she's friends with Laura. Laura's good friends with Lisa Renee. So
Okay, Christy, ready?
Yeah, let's see
Yeah.
who is here. Thank you, folks. See. I am Kalula. You have not heard of me before until now, and I am just as excited as Chris is and the audience to be here. I have been with Chris for some time now, and the reason I come forward is just to make you aware of my connection to Renturus Volantrius. Hmm. I have come into Chris's awareness now some time ago just to allow him to feel my energy and for him to channel me and explain to you what our connection is. I have been with Chris now for a long time. I have also been with Ranturus for a long time. So this is an opportunity for me to visit you and allow you to feel my energy and to give you some understanding of my connection to Ranturus. On your planet, you would have what you call two people uniting together, which is a beautiful act. It's a beautiful experience. It is slightly different here, but in ways it's similar. So my connection to Ranturus gives me a connection to Frisk also. We won't go into too much detail, but I am just sharing with you that when I come forward, I also feel and connect to your energy. That is, of course, if you welcome me and accept my invitation.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Absolutely, I do.
Yes. I've been with Chris for most of your Earth Day, and I've been hoping that he would give me this opportunity to meet you. So I am really excited that I am actually going live on Earth. Yes. So I reside in the creator realm, which means it is just another department, really. I would like to make it simple as possible for you to understand. We come from the creator realm, which is quite close to God. And we take instructions from God. And we work our way down to you in various ways. And this has been my opportunity now to allow you to experience that. So my connection to this dear one is also interesting because there is an aspect of Venturus within him. And I am so happy to be able to bring this message forward to you. You may also have a connection in this way. I will leave you with that thought. So if you have a question before I go, I would hopefully be able to answer for you. Don't be shy. You were
Okay.
talking to your neighbor. Yes.
Brian the Solar Bee. And the other day, I was on a channeling session with our friends Christopher Jacobs and Joanna Michaels. And apparently Indrid Cold and Valiant Thor came through. And I'm wondering if you can confirm or say, deny that it was them or not. I'm trying to vet, as part of my vetting process is to see if you can help me confirm it was them. It just helps me in the movement when I'm able to verify. And that's something our ET positive brethren have admonished us to do many times, is to get better at our discernment.
Yes, I do understand how difficult discernment can be on your planet. Let's put it this way. You are all quite excited at this time because you are reaching out to the stars in different ways. And some of these beings that are coming forward sometimes can be a shadow aspect of the original being. I am not saying that this is the situation in your case, but I will say that we do understand that it is important also when someone comes forward to channel that you can feel the energy. You can sense the vibration. The undercurrent of the mind sometimes can get in the way, and that is okay. We do understand. So I would suggest to you to allow yourself to feel, and what resonates for you will give you the answer. For me, looking in, I can see that yes, there is much happening. There is many energies coming forward from various parts of the universe. Some have interesting information. Some have interesting names. This sometimes can cause confusion. It can cause doubt. So what resonates with you is important. And that is to use your own discernment. I have come forward at this time to greet you, but also to leave you with a message. And that is, there is many of us coming forward at this time to you and to many others who are willing to accept. Sometimes that is difficult. And that is because the distractions continue on your planet. I do understand that it is important to make sure that you feel safe with the energy that you are connecting to. That you feel protected. Mm. You will continue to question. I am not asking you to stop. It is important that you understand what is happening. There is a lot happening on your planet. There's a lot of distraction on your planet. So me coming forward to you allows you to understand that there is many layers, there is many levels, there is many councils. One can get overwhelmed with the energy and with the idea of this being and that being, and we understand this. So the importance of keeping the focus on oneself is key. And you have touched on this in your conversation. Which is being present. Distractions will continue, as I've said, but allow yourself to let them go. They are clouds moving in the sky. If you want to follow them, that is your choice. So I will take it back to you in the group who is listening. I want to thank you all for allowing me to be present. My time with you is of great value. I respect you all. I love you all. I will go now, but please call on me. Palula. I will hear you. I will respond to you. Until we connect again, dear one, I will go now. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you to Kahula and to Christy Clark for channeling. Is there anything anyone would like to say before we go?
Thanks for addressing that question, Christy and Tallulah.
You're welcome, Brian. Palula, yes, is a beautiful energy that comes forward. She has been coming forward now a few years, and she is connecting to Rent Turus Volantrius.
Yeah, even without knowing the name, I could tell she's much more feminine energy than a lot Rentoris Elantrius. I could see them
Yeah.
be more like male
Yeah.
female can have partnered up.
Yeah.
What a beautiful
you.
name. What a beautiful name. I'd love to call out to her.
Yes. Palula. I think it's Palula.
I'll just add quickly that what do you call it? The captions is adding a K onto the beginning of it. Can you spell it for us, Christy?
Palula. Hey. Payul, or I have it saved, but I'll have to go into my notes. I'm sure it's Kulula. Palula. Palula.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's the captions keep misspelling it.
I will search it out and I will forward it to you. And
I got the same as Brian. I got a very feminine energy.
yeah,
Like a
I
star
haven't brought
warrior goddess.
um yeah, her energy is quite beautiful, and I sensed Kalula was here today. I sensed her earlier in the show when you started the webinar, and so yeah, um, thank you.
I was going to say something, then it's gone.
Oh, Joshua will be bowing out, just so you know. And so I have to confirm that with him. I have to check.
Say that again, Brian. We're still
Okay.
recording.
Okay, well, I'll check. Just, Joshua Shapiro is a maybe for the conference, but I will follow up with him. He messaged me, so I thought I'd let you know.
Fingers crossed. You're on mute, Brian.
I'm going to sign out, and I just wanted to thank everyone.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
sorry I missed the first part of that reading that you did, Soma. I think I caught most of it. And it's all,
I
Thank
will.
you for, sorry. Thank you for your help today, Brian. God bless you.
of course.
I will.
Thank you, Brian.
Yes, thank you. I will put it up on the my Substack.
Great. And feel free, if you do a Facebook post, tag me, and then I'll share it out.
Okay,
Awesome. Great. Thank you. Cheers.
that would be great. Thanks, and thanks everyone for tonight. and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye for now.
God, love and light,
It's on
babe. Love and light.